In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to use cassava to produce two important ingredients in African kitchen, which means we'll be using one stone to kill two birds. I'll start by peeling off my cassava. After peeling, I'll be cutting them into bits. I'll also be removing the stem in between the cassava for easy blending. After cutting the cassava into bits, I'll transfer into a clean water, wash them and make sure they are well clean. Once my cassava is well clean, it is time for me to begin to blend. I'll transfer some of them into my blender. I'll add some water to it and blend smoothly. Once the cassava is well blended and very smooth, I'll be transferring it into a bowl and repeat the same process for the other cassava. After this, I'll be needing a cheesecloth for me to extract the juice from the cassava. I'll just spread my cheesecloth over my bowl, then pour some of the blended cassava into the cheesecloth. I will then fold together and begin to squeeze out the juice from the cassava. So many people pour cassava juice away because they don't know the importance of this juice. After extracting the juice from the cassava, I'm going to be setting it aside and allow to rest for about 4 hours. After extracting the juice from the cassava, I'll transfer the cassava into a bowl. Mix together. Then I'll be adding some oil to it. I'll mix the oil with the cassava. Once the oil is well integrated into the cassava, I'll be transferring it into my chiffon cloth once again. I'll be wrapping this chiffon cloth together like this. Then squeeze it to release more water out of the cassava. Then I'll be tying it with a rope and allow to rest for about 3 days. I'll set this aside. Then bring back the cassava juice that I've rested for 4 hours. You can see after 4 hours how it looks like. I'll just go ahead and drain the water from it. Please, if today is your first time of seeing my video, I want to say thank you for watching. kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when I upload new video, you'll be among the first person to be notified. After straining the water from it, here we have our cassava juice that has become solid. This is what is called cassava starch. For more purification of our cassava starch, I'll be adding fresh water to it and allow to rest for about 4 hours. After 4 hours, I'll also be draining this water from the cassava starch. At this point, you can decide to keep your cassava starch fresh by adding fresh water and changing it every day, or you can keep in a refrigerator. But for the purpose of this video, we are going to sun dry it and process it into powder. Now you know that cassava juice can be turned into starch and you don't want to throw it away again. Cassava starch can be used for so many wonderful delicacies in African kitchen, especially in Niger Delta, Nigeria, where it's served as swallow. Here we have our well-processed starch, looking very beautiful and nice. I'll transfer to my tray, take to the sunlight for it to be dried properly. I'll spread them out on my tray like this so that they can dry very fast. In that way, they can stay longer at home. Once the cassava starch is well dried, I'll be transferring them into my blender to blend smoothly until it becomes powder. After blending it, I'll be sieving it so that I can have that perfect cassava starch powder. After sieving it, here we have our dried cassava starch ready. Looking beautiful and very dried. Store in an airtight container and begin to enjoy. Now that we are through with our cassava starch, let us continue with the second ingredient of our cassava. After 3 days, here I have my cassava looking very hard and solid. I will untie the rope which I use in tightening the cassava and then transfer to my strainer to sieve it. I'm doing this so that my garri can come out nice and beautiful, and also to separate any chaff in the garri. After sieving of the cassava, you can see how it looks like. It is now time for me to transfer to the heat and begin to fry. I will add sun to my frying pan and begin to stir. I'll be toasting my garri on a medium heat so that it can be well fried. I will stir to avoid lumps and also for our garri to come out very beautiful. Please, if you find this video interesting, kindly click on the like button, share with friends, and comment. I'll continue to stir until our garri becomes very dry. One way for you to know that our garri is well cooked and dry is that it will become lighter when you stir. And you can also check with your hands to know if it's very dried. Once it's dried, I will be removing them from the pan and repeat the same process for the others. Here we have our garri well fried and looking very beautiful. This can also serve as great ingredient in African kitchen, especially for swallow and drinking. Now we have our well fried garri and cassava starch, all from cassava. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.